My name's Lachlan Fisher. I'm a cricket bat maker, have been for 30 years. I'm now living in Lismore. I've got a factory here. My background's in visual arts. I was trained as a visual artist at Deakin University in Geelong. I got a job lecturing in visual arts, fine art, printmaking and life drawing. I got married, moved to Melbourne, couldn't get a job in Melbourne, and answered an ad in a Richmond newspaper where we were living at the time. It said, "Man wanted to work in workshop, must be able to work on his own." So I rang up and went and they were making cricket bats. I got the job. I was mature, I was about 25, 26, and I loved it. And I taught myself with the knife to carve out the bat, and I just took to it. I'm from a farming background. Just the physical activity really appealed to me. I just fell in love with it and I just couldn't get enough of it. And with cricket bats, every bat is different. So there is the mental side of it and there's the craft side of it. So that's how it all started. The passion came from the lack of supply, lack of quality, and also this idea that English willow is the only place you could grow English willow. But the nature of willow is lightness and performance, but not 100% of the blades can do it. It's a natural product. It's not a golf club. So it's about selection, it's about grading, it's about categorising all your willow. You've got to be on your game and you've got to have the pool of willow to do it. Everything else is technical, but what's not technical is the rebound and weight of willow. It is really the crux, the whole crux of cricket bat manufacture. It's got to play well and it's got to be the right weight for the customer. The physical side of making a cricket bat, it's very rewarding. So it's all these elements that make up the total passion package, if you like. I was awarded the fellowship in 1996, which allowed me to learn a lot about the willow growing industry in the UK, because no one knew much about growing cricket bat here. I had to make quite specific what the target was, and mine was getting all the background information from the UK to grow it here. I found that it was very interesting because a lot of the propagation was so traditional, dating back 150 years, which they knew about, but the machining, like in Australia, we're a wood cutting nation. And we use tungsten tipped blades and real good saws. I worked for a company that had old fashioned saws. They had three blokes standing around. They had a bloke in his 70s, the only bloke that could sharpen the saw, and they'd run for 20 minutes and they have to take the blade off and get it sharpened. And so not only did I learn stuff, but I actually inputted stuff about tungsten tipped blades. So I worked with a very small company and subsequently they started getting serious about saw blades. So I learned a lot, not only just growing trees, but I learned a lot about agricultural economics in the UK. Aside from the willow growing, I used the time to talk to people about soils, climate, the conditions, rainfall there. I'm a bit of a rainfall nerd. And just travel around and get a sense of the country. But the UK is just a beautiful place. It's like a giant garden. If you're thinking of applying for a fellowship, apply on the basis that somewhere around the world there will be a solution, whether it be agriculture, whether it be artistic, whether it be legal, whether it be police related. You come up with an idea, we need to solve a problem here, but we need to get expertise from overseas. That's the brief. That's my advice to anyone. The whole idea of Churchill Fellowship was to send Australians out everywhere and bring back useful information that we didn't have here. I saw a gap there. We couldn't get the willow that we wanted. We couldn't get certain grades. And being from a farming background, I thought, well, we can grow it here. That was my initial reaction. That was the intuitive reaction. So I embarked on growing nurseries, cuttings, planting, getting farmers on board. So I just went hell for leather, planting. And then now, the last 10 years, I've got a supply of Cricket Bat Willow.